also want this to be easy. Like, we put enough pressure on ourselves. We all have our to-do lists. I don't want you to think of this as a to-do list, something you have to check off. Oh, I did it today. I think this is a great time to practice when you first wake up, because often, life gets busy, pulls you in all different directions. So this can be a nice time to bring in a meditation. But really, I want you to think about this time that you have in meditation is really time for you. It's time for you to be with yourself and to connect with the relationship you have with yourself. So as you find a comfortable seat, and it doesn't matter where you sit, how you sit, in a sense, you could sit in a chair. You could be more comfortable in more relaxed chair. Just be mindful, because sometimes we get too relaxed and comfortable. We kind of, depends on the time of the day too, we might get sleepy. So ideally, the teachings were to sit upright, but we want to have two qualities to our seat, to our, what we call in yoga, the posture or asana. And the word asana means to be with, to sit with this position, to sit with yourself in this moment. And there's two qualities, there's sthira and sukha. Sthira sukham asanam, in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. And sthira is that steadiness. So sitting with your upright spine, steady, supportive, feel the ground that supports you. And sukha, one of my favorites, Sanskrit words, means sweetness, but it can be translated also to happy and also ease and softness. So we need to marry these two qualities. It's almost like the yang and the yin qualities. We have our structure and support, but we also have our soft and ease. Okay, so this is important, that we're not too rigid in our posture, and it's really important we get comfortable, because the invitation is to be still. And again, without forcing it, just to be still with ease. And for whatever reason, if you're sitting and you get pins and needles, your feet go to sleep, or something starts to ache too much, there's like a strain or pain, please move away from that. Please adjust. But with it, it is a sense of training. We're training ourselves to be more centered and still and present. And we can cultivate this ability with our practice. And really, it's a practice. It's no perfection. You can't meditate wrong, even though the mind might say, oh, I'm not doing it right today. Oh, my mind's too busy today. Your mind is what it is. You're going to sit with it and be with it. So let's take 3 deep breaths. Like, breathe in fully through your nose. A big morning breath. Let it go through the mouth if you like. You can sigh it out. Take a couple more. Ah. Ah. Beautiful. Settling in. Just let the breath find its own natural rhythm. Just check in again with your body. See if there's anywhere you could relax a bit more, finding the sukha, the sweetness. Check that your shoulders are dropped down away from your ears. Relax your belly. Just even notice a gentle movement in your belly as you breathe naturally. Let the breath be whatever it needs to be. Sometimes, these little deeper sigh breaths come along. Apparently, we do this very naturally without us knowing a lot of the time. But also just let the breath get quiet and settled because we're not moving, we're not active. So our breath can get quieter. Just watch and notice. Feel the breath flowing in, flowing out. Allow your jaw to unclench. Maybe the teeth are slightly parted and the tongue is soft. Maybe even allow a sweet smile. Just ever so slightly allow the corners of the mouth to turn up. And continue to watch the breath just flowing in and out of the nasal passages. See if you can notice that the inhale is a little cooler than the warmer exhale. Allow your brow to unfurrow. So just see if you can find like a smooth, a softness in the eyes, in the space between the eyebrows and the forehead. And as you feel your facial muscles, just be relaxed. Become aware of the scalp. What does it feel like for your scalp to relax? So there is this fluid that is around the brain, the cerebral spinal fluid. There's a rhythm to this fluid. And if we're stressed or busy or rushed or anxious, that rhythm can also match. Our scalp can also get tight, just like our body can have chronic tension. But when we can cultivate this ability to relax into the moment as it is, which is what we do in meditation, and we're still, and the breath can get quiet and soft and smooth. This cerebral spinal fluid also matches, just calmer, smooth rhythm. And so as you keep coming back to the breath, we use the breath as a focal point. And of course, there's many styles of meditation. There's many tools, we could call them, within our meditation toolbox. And one thing that we do cultivate in practice is the skill of focus, to be able to concentrate the mind, to bring it to one pointed focus. And so the breath is always with us. We carry it everywhere we go. So it's often the one that I use the most, but in other meditations, I will offer other tools. But for the most part, coming back to the breath. And as you feel the breath and the body breathing, just even notice any movement as you breathe. It might be as your lungs gently expand a little and release. So you might feel that in the chest or the shoulders a bit, or the upper back, the rib cage. You can also feel it in the belly. Let the belly be soft. So it doesn't matter where you watch it. Some styles of yoga get very specific, fine tuning where we watch the breath. But I'm a believer that we're all different. There's no one method that works for everybody. And it's important to find what feels right for you today. So just be aware of breath, be aware of body and body breathing. And I often use the analogy that we're sitting at the riverbank and we're watching the river go by. And the river is everything, external, internal. It's that all things change. Night turns into day, and day into night. And the seasons change, the weather changes, the world changes, people change, people come and go, experiences that we have in relationships come and go. And internally, our breath comes and goes, sensations come and go, emotions come and go, and thoughts come and go. And we are usually a part of this coming and going. We kind of get on the train of life, move. We're pulled in different directions sometimes. Where our attention goes, often our energy moves there. And so this is an opportunity to step out of that for this little bit of time here. We choose to sit by the riverbank. And we watch. Watching the breath, aware of your body, the body that breathes. Maybe with your sweetest little smile. So as you cultivate this ability to be the watcher, we sometimes call this witness consciousness or choiceless awareness. But it's really honing in on this self. We can call it the capital S self, the higher self, that has the ability to just simply watch the experiences that you have. We experience life through our senses. And then we have this thing called mind. And mind is this place where a part of the mind is our thinking mind. There's different parts of the mind. Of course, we have a higher mind. But the thinking mind is thinking all those thoughts, and we think tens of thousands of thoughts of a day. Most of them are repetitive, and they often become a directive to our life without us even knowing. We don't come to meditation to stop the thoughts. We can't. This is a part of our human nature, is we are thinking beings. And this has positive benefits, but it also can wreak havoc in our psyche, in our emotional well being, even our mental health. And so we don't come to meditation to change anything. And I think this is important to say because maybe sometimes we think that, oh, I'm going to meditate because I want to, have, be more calm and cultivate more patience and be more focused and help lower my blood pressure and all those good things that we can get from practice. But to maybe just be open to this possibility, we don't come to meditation to fix ourselves, become better at anything. We come here to actually change the relationship we have with our mind, therefore, changing the relationship we have with others. It can also change the relationship we have with the world. So, along with this little analogy of sitting at the riverbank, I want you to think of your higher self as the sky. So, the sky, the spacious, vast sky. But in the sky, we have clouds. So, the clouds are your thoughts, and the thoughts we don't stop. So, as you're sitting and watching your breath and aware of your body that breathes, just also be aware of your mind that thinks. And so every time you notice you're thinking, because you'll go back to thinking often very quickly, maybe a couple breaths or so. When you're aware that the mind has wandered, just imagine it's just a cloud. And clouds go by, the thoughts go by. And just being the vast sky, the vast spacious sky, just watching the river go by, the clouds go by, the breath comes and goes. And even the bell comes and goes. I invite you to join your hands together in front of your heart and just bow down to your hands so you can open your eyes. Open the three middle fingers. So you're actually making a hand position called a mudra, called Padma Mudra. It's the lotus flower. This one is a beautiful mantra in Buddhism that talks about the lotus, and there's a jewel within the lotus. So, as if you're looking into your lotus and seeing the diamond light, that's symbolic of, again, the diamond light within you, which is really that vast, spacious sky. Or maybe we can even think of it, the sun in the sky is that diamond light. And the mantra is Om Mane Padme Hum. Om Mane Padme Hum. Om Mane Padme Hum. And it means may the jewel within the lotus be realized. As you seal your hands together, bring your thumbs into your chest. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. I invite you to take this peace with you throughout your day, to walk in peace. And I thank you so much for waking up with me this morning. Namaste, my friends.